I got a couple of questions that I want answers to today, okay? Is there a big move coming? What is Eric DeCosta up to? Because after everything he said earlier this week, and when I look at the NFL draft, I think that he might have some big moves up his sleeve. Stick around. We're going to break it all down on today's episode. Thank you so much for joining me. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys go ahead and give me a follow over there on X. I got 4 reasons why. Insightful and entertaining coverage every single day on your Baltimore Ravens. Sometimes I'll post a meme. I think they're funny. You might not. You got to follow me to figure that out. I post pictures of my dog from time to time. Her name is Applesauce. She's beautiful. She's getting a haircut today, actually, so I might tweet out a picture of that. And then also, you get a shout out on Monday's video if you follow me, the first 5 to do so. Go ahead and find me at Joey Peterson 8. That link will also be at the end of the first paragraph in today's description. The 2025 NFL Draft is just 6 days away, and with everything that happened earlier this week, when Eric DeCosta and John Harbaugh spoke to the media, it kind of had me thinking, possibly, he's looking at making a big trade in the first round, maybe even the second round in the NFL Draft, okay? Whether that's trade up or trade down, I think he's open to both. This is what DeCosta said, coming from Jeff Zreback on X. We have a good team. We feel good about our roster. It will be hard for 11 players to make the team right out of the gate. I like having 11 picks. I think it gives us a lot of flexibility. Our goal would be to have extra picks every year. He went on in saying that this year in their draft board, they have 217 draftable players. He said that there's been some years where the team has struggled to find 165 draftable players. He touted the importance, and this is important, of the middle round picks in this draft. So what I think Eric DeCosta is thinking heading into next Thursday is he wants to use an early trade down and your late day 3 picks, which you've got 4 6-rounders, to gain more draft capital in the middle rounds, in rounds 3 through 5. Because I believe that's where the money is made this year. If you look at Dane Brugler's big board, Travis Hunter is number 1 overall player, followed by Abdul. I think that surprises nobody. No Cam Ward in the top 10. However, you do find him at number 13 when you look at picks 11 or big board 11 through 20. But an interesting thing you'll see, right next to Cam Ward's name is that first. And then Jahad Campbell, the 14th best prospect, he's got a first/second round grade. So Dane Brugler, in his latest big board, the draft wizard that he is, he has only 13 players with a true round 1 grade. We've heard it throughout the entire draft process. This is one of those classes that doesn't have as much top-end, high-end talent. But they've got a lot of really good players you can find in the middle. So that's why I think Eric DeCosta might use a trade to stock up on those middle round picks, okay? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. What do you think the Ravens should do? If you think they should trade up, go ahead, give me a U down there. And if you think they should trade down, go ahead and type D. You're about to get hit with that YouTube ad break. Don't worry about it. Go down to the comment section. This is going to be the pinned comment at the top. And give me a U or give me a D. So all of this episode is because NFL Network's Chad Reuter proposed a draft day trade. He did a mock draft on NFL Network. He covers the draft really, really well for them. And this is his proposed trade. The Ravens would trade down from pick number 27 to pick number 30 with the Buffalo Bills. In exchange, they would also give Buffalo their 6th rounder and get a 4th rounder back in return. Like I said, what I think EDC is thinking of doing is getting some of those late round picks, the 4 6-rounders, and using them to get more picks in the middle. So Baltimore's haul for the NFL draft, if this trade is made, they would have 4 picks in the top 110 and 6 picks in the first 4 rounds. And like I said earlier, that is exactly where the money is to be made in this draft. And it's interesting because if you think about and you look at last year's draft, that's kind of where the Baltimore Ravens, I don't want to say lost, but your 4th round pick, Devontae Walker, had 1 reception the entirety of the year. TJ Tampa played like 15 snaps. Adisa Isaac played like a game and a half. In the middle last year, you lost your way. You did not draft well. So I think they want just more shots, more swings, more punches at those middle round picks because that's where the talent is in the 2025 class. So my take is I've been team trade up all offseason. If you look at pretty much every single mock draft, and producer Dylan knows this because he's been there for almost every single mock draft, I've been talking about, hey, I think this team should trade up and get somebody a little bit more talented that can make a difference automatically. But if this was the offer, and if this is their thinking, using those late round picks to acquire more picks in the middle, maybe trading back in the first round, because at pick number 27, you could probably get a similar type player if you go back to pick number 30, then I'd be happy with that move, okay? If you look at the draft picks they have, it's so many. It actually didn't even fit on this graphic. I had to combine 2 picks together, and they're number 210 and number 212 selections. And so you have so much capital, whether you want to use that to move up or use that to gain more middle round picks if you move down, it's their choice. I just think we should expect something to come soon. So would you accept this trade? Going back to it, the Bills move up from number 30 to number 27. You get a 4th rounder in exchange for a 6th rounder. You let me know in the comment section down below. Coming up, I have another trade scenario. This one, I'll tease it again. It's a trade down, but this is a really interesting one you're going to want to stick around for. For that, though, something you guys should stick around for is Game Time. Our friends right here on the Ravens Rundown, the official ticketing partner of the Ravens Rundown. You guys got to go check them out right now. They're the best seats. They got the lowest prices, and it's all guaranteed. What I love about Game Time is they provide the easiest way to get tickets on short notice. You can save up to 60% buying last-minute sports for sports, concerts, comedy, theater, etc. I know Baltimore does not have a basketball team, but the playoffs are here, and it doesn't matter who you cheer for. Being in the building in that electric playoff atmosphere gives you memories you'll never forget for the rest of your life. Easy to find and buy NBA tickets and tickets for every kind of event in your area. Game Time has an awesome feature called Zone Deals. A Game Time Zone Deals allows customers to purchase tickets for a general area of a venue rather than specific seats, offering potential discounts and flexibility for last-minute ticket buyers. I don't know if you like the Knicks. I don't know if you like the Celtics. I don't know if you're like me and randomly you're a Mavericks fan as well. But the playoffs are here. Most exciting time of the year. And if you want to head over to the Big Apple or if you want to head over to Boston, wherever you want to go, make sure to use our friends at Game Time to get your tickets for it. You just click into the sport, you click into the team, you click into the game, you get the overview, you click your seat, and then bada bing, bada boom, you're looking at exactly what you'll be seeing from your seat. Make sure to also use the code ChatSports when you're checking out to get that $20 off, because that is exactly what Game Time is trying to do for you guys, is help y'all out because you love the channel. So take guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app and create an account and redeem code ChatSports for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. The link to this promo is in the comments and description of today's video. Download Game Time today. What time is it? It is game time. So my other thought about Baltimore and what they should do in regards to a draft day trade is they should exploit the QB market. Now, how do you do that if you're at pick number 27? Well, you look at all the QB-needy teams that are picking early in the second round, and you say to them, you know what? Maybe we could fleece them to get them to move back into the first round to pick a quarterback. And then you might be sitting there asking yourself, Joey, that doesn't make any sense. Why wouldn't they just wait and pick a quarterback at number 33? It doesn't make that much of a difference, right? Well, that's where you're wrong. Because if you draft a quarterback in round 1, doesn't matter if it's first overall or pick number 32. You get that 5th-year option on his deal. So if you choose to, you could get another year making his rookie salary, which is a luxury that you forfeit if a quarterback is selected in rounds 2 through 7. So like we just saw right there, those teams, the Giants, the Browns, we know both of them are needing a quarterback. Both of them are early in the second round. They could look to trade up just 4 spots, get an extra 5th-year option for a quarterback they might want to take a chance on. Now, who are those quarterbacks? Shedeur Sanders, I think, is number 1. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets drafted anywhere from that, range of New Orleans Saints to Pittsburgh Steelers, but I also wouldn't be surprised at all if he falls out of the first round. Jackson Dart, Tyler Shuck, 2 guys I don't think would get drafted if there weren't anything like this happening. if there weren't any trade back into the first round by a team like the Giants, the Browns, or the Jets. But they're interesting prospects, and both of those teams could want to take a shot at them. So here's the trade proposal from Sports Illustrated. The Ravens would receive the Giants' 2025 second-round pick, number 34. They would receive their 2025 third-round pick, which is number 99. And then the Giants would receive pick number 27. So if you're Baltimore, all you're doing is moving back 7 spots, which I know was a lot, but we also have to remember from the top of the show, there's not that much high-end, top-end talent. Only 13 guys with the true round 1 grade. All you're doing is move back 7 spots, you get an extra third-round pick. So Baltimore's haul from that trade would be 4 picks in the top 100 and 6 picks in the first 4 rounds. Sounds pretty good to me. That's why I can legit see this happen. From everything that Eric DeCosta talked about that we went over in the top of this episode, him saying, I like having 11 picks. I like the flexibility. We have 265 guys on our draft board that we believe could be draft eligible. Well, wouldn't they want more draft picks to do that? Typically, what we've seen from Baltimore, what we know from Baltimore, is they let the draft board come to them. I believe that's going to be their strategy again. This year, it's going to be the strategy again. Next year, it's going to be the strategy until I'm old and gray. And so if the board comes to them at 27 and there's nobody that they're incredibly interested in, then I could see them picking up the phone to the New York Giants, to the Cleveland Browns, saying, you want to trade back in, snag a quarterback? We'll take your third rounder. Alrighty? Here's some possible draft targets to look at of guys I could see them getting at 27, but also guys I could see them willing to be trading back for because they believe they could still fall to them early in the second. James Pierce Jr., Donovan Izaraku, Maxwell Hairston. Those are true coin flips, whether they're going to get taken late first or early second. Omar Norman-Lott and Trey Amos, those are 2 guys that will most likely get picked in the early second round. 2 guys I could see Baltimore very, very interested in. So I would prefer, if I was Eric DeCosta, Baltimore to trade up from like pick 27 to early 20s or late teens and get somebody who can make a difference now, because I still believe that this team is in win-now mode, that this team could win a Super Bowl tomorrow. They just have to plug a couple of holes, a couple of gaps. But also, if Eric DeCosta wants to use his late-round picks, like his 6th, maybe his 7th, to get more picks in the mid-round and also trade back, I'd be fine with that too because I think it makes a lot of sense. So you make the call for me in the comment section. Will the Ravens make a draft day trade? If you think they will, go ahead and give me a yes. And if you think they won't, let me know down below. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button while you are on down there. Trying to get you guys the best coverage right here on YouTube. We just crossed 30,000 subscribers. Thank you all for helping me get to that goal. And if you want to be the next one, do me one big favor. Hit that sub button.